So welcome, Damilola. You are based in Lagos, Nigeria. So it's a little closer to dinner time for you than for me. For me, it's more lunchtime. But yeah, so for Data Analyze, we have, we've done our best to include people from other countries, other time zones. So, of course, part of that is bringing in speakers like you. And we met on Clubhouse, and I think one of the really interesting things is that um, aside from being a software engineer, which you're a software engineer at Emirate Health Connect 24/7, you're also a direct, or I guess the director for Women Who
Yeah,
Code in Nigeria. Is that correct?
yeah, that's true.
All right. Yeah, we're glad to have you here. Thank you so much. So, how are you doing? How about describing yourself? Hobbies, passions, stuff like that. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and so thank you for having me. Basically, so me describing myself, I'm going to describe myself as the person who just exploring our world, somebody who just passionate about something, and that's tech. Me coming because fine, I have a computer science background, but that's not where my passion comes from. My passion comes from just seeing things on the web. I'm like, let me just try this thing out and let me see if it's even hard. Then um, that's how it all started for me in tech. Then I picked there's some amazing time, there's some low time, low moment time when you just have to cry yourself to bed and all of that, maybe bugs and all of that. But then so I'm going to describe myself. I'm someone who's energetic. I'm passionate about tech. Someone who's ready to learn, because in tech you relearn, and you learn constantly. So I'm just passionate about learning, and tech give me that room to leverage on so many opportunities in the industry. And my passion, apart from tech, I'm passionate about fashion. Everybody that knows me knows that I like fashion a lot. Uh, I'm not that um I don't know how to put it this way now. I'm not that tech girl that people just see that wear hoodie and all of that. No, I'm not that kind of person. Before tech, I've been Damilola, so tech doesn't change anything. So I do some other thing. I love business and I love tech. So that's how I can. Yeah, my mission. So my mission is to see more women in tech, because coming into tech, I noticed that is one industry that I don't know. Maybe I do not get where. Oh, so sorry. I did not know where the whole ideology comes from, that okay, being in tech is not a woman thing, it's just guys, and everybody just like see that way. Okay, it's a guy's thing, it's a man's word. No, so tech it should be for all, and that is why I'm passionate about pushing diversity and inclusion in tech. So that's basically a few things about me.
All right. Yeah, and before we go to some of the other tech questions, I like how you mentioned, being interested in fashion and all that. You have a lot of different things about you because it is easy with the tech revolution going on, remote revolution. It's easy to think, oh, everyone is just, oh, just tech. We still have that image from 1980s America of, kind of the nerd who's in their basement. But a lot of us today are techies by those standards, and yet a lot of us play sports. We're into fashion. Well, we want to start businesses. We want to create impact. And like you said, creating the diversity in tech. Um, One major thing is for you, it's not just saying here's women who code. You're also
Yeah.
saying, hey, let's do this in Africa. And I mentioned this before with previous speakers. Africa is, if we look at the last major evolution of the world, the Industrial Revolution, and we've had since atomic revolution stuff. But if we talk about for technology, the Industrial Revolution absolutely transformed the entire world because those who had the Industrial Revolution were able to go and conquer and colonize others. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. Where unlike the atomic revolution, we mostly tried to regulate that. but it was very clear that out of all the people in the world, the Industrial Revolution was by far the worst for Africa. And now you're taking advantage of the tech revolution and especially the remote revolution to say, let's make sure that everyone is part of this. So it's not going to turn into another, this country had it, this country didn't. For you, I guess, was it Women Who Code who got you interested in tech and analytics, or was it, was it something else? Like, well, what led you to say you want to pursue this?
Okay, thank you for that question. So when I came into tech in professionally in 2018, so I was the only woman in my team, and I looked at it that there's no other place to turn to. Let me go on the internet and see. Maybe I can get other women around doing something like this too. Then I saw the web and I saw Women Who Code. Then I look at what they are doing. I'm like, oh, this is actually nice. Why can't you just bring this into Africa, bring it into Nigeria? Because Nigerians are hardworking, and I know that they will embrace any opportunities. Nigerians embrace any opportunity they see. So that is my starting point for Women Who Code. So I think I went on the website. I just there's a part where we say request for a network in your city. So I did that. I didn't even know they are going to get back to me. I'm like, okay, fine. They get back to me. That's nice. Then if they don't, then I'll keep pushing. I'll keep doing. Maybe I can even found my own community. Then they got back to me few months after, and that was the journey start. So women who could actually look at the barriers women are facing in tech, and now they want us to come together, form a strong bond, and fight this. And the barrier is not just maybe equality or maybe salary or other thing. No, the barrier is what they call imposter syndrome. And a lot of people can do this thing, but they do not see themselves doing it because they have not really seen a lot of women doing that same thing. So you are, as a woman who code, you are like a motivation to other girls, other females that want to come into tech. They look at you that you are excelling in this thing, and they also want to be part of it. That's one thing about women who code, and that's what I like. They just want to see you excel in your technical careers. And because of the name, people will be like, oh, it's just for people that code. No, it's not only for people that actually like write syntax and all of that. It is everyone in tech. Everyone in tech industry, be it maybe marketing, legal, um, anything you do in tech, basically, you can come join Women Who Code. And even in tech, I feel like right now, the way the world is going, I feel everybody just have one element of tech in their industry, no matter industry you are, from medicine to banking to finance to all of that. You have element of tech because tech is new evolution. So everybody, so you being in that industry, you could be part of Women Who Code. You could be the change that everybody wants to. Because I usually say this, that the change you want to see in people. Why don't you be the change? Why don't you be the change you get yourself? So that's what we're doing at Women Who Code. And coming into tech, and this is what inspired me to like drive on, because I now look at myself that a lot of people are looking up to me and saying, oh, that means successful in this industry. That means I can do that too. And that's why I'm always careful about things I share, things I talk about, because I know a lot of people in the community. When we started Women Who Code in Lagos in 2019, the first event were just 36. Now we're 2,220. So like over 2,000 people are there now. So over 2,000 people are trying to drive the whole evolution and making things better for women in tech. And one thing I like in tech is that industry where everybody see you as their friend or a sister. Everybody just wants to help. Everybody wants to say, oh, she's having this issue, let's help. That is not the industry. I've been in different industry, but I think tech is special because people try not to compare with you. Oh, you're building this amazing store, nice. Why can't you do it this way? They give you more ideas. Nobody is trying to push you somewhere so that they can shine. Everybody is shining in their own way. So one of the things that I actually like love about tech industry. And yeah, that's all for now. So
All right, that's great. And I think you kind of answered the next two questions I would have asked. You talked about how it's impacted your life, and you also mentioned some of the conflicts that have come up, that you're trying to solve with what you do in Women Who Code. I guess one of the really interesting things is by being based in Lagos, you're able to see how the city has changed so much, whether it's geographically, when you go to Victoria Island or if you go to the outskirts. Also chronologically, just over the past few years, Nigeria has really boomed, and especially Lagos. In fact, to the point that, well, this happened a while back, but Nigeria had become a pretty well-developed country in Africa, to the point that they already decided Lagos is too crowded. We need to move the capital to Abuja, which most countries don't do. And Nigeria said, well, we have the resources, the talent, and the confidence to do so. So for those, for those two ways of major change, you're seeing a lot of that. What do you what do you see for the future? How do you see tech impacting the future? Maybe maybe Lagos, maybe Nigeria, maybe the world. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. If you look at Lagos right now, I think the last 1 or 2 years now, Lagos, Nigeria has been topping the open source league on GitHub. Just because we are more informed now, we're more techy now, and there are a lot of product, there are a lot of young people doing amazing things in tech, and Nigeria is one country that we don't we face, or of course we have lots of challenges, but then everybody's trying to see yourself as drive your own passion. Don't wait for somebody to come and drive you. So me, anytime I wake up and going to see what product, numerous product people are bringing into Lagos and Nigeria as a whole, like this give me hope. Like there's this hope in me that say that okay, tech is still the future here too, not just Silicon Valley, um not just some techy places abroad, but in Nigeria as a country, we've developed to the level that we know that we can build product, finance it, and even like sell the idea to other countries. So I know that there's going to be a lot of things in 1 year, 2 years from now. There's going to be a lot of mighty product coming from Nigeria, because I've seen some of my colleagues, some of my friends in the industry are working on, and I feel like, wow, this is amazing. So seeing, in there are a lot of places, there are a lot of techie. I think when Marcus Kaba came that year, he came to Yaba. Yaba is like it's around Silicon Valley in a little way, and that's where I work. And you see people around building products, building personal projects, and making things better. So I feel like there are a lot of problems the world is facing now, that in 1 or 2 years you see Nigerian products concrete that, like solving that problems. So there's this huge hope coming from me and coming from everybody in tech, and say, oh, we're still going to be moving forward, and seeing how people contribute to open source from Nigeria really amazed me. Like, wow. And I think one of the reputable writer in tech said that his course, he was looking at the region where people are taking his course. He found out that most of the people taking that course are Nigeria, that what are Nigerian building? Because we just want to learn. That's the spirit we are born with here. So there's this great hope, and I'm very sure tech industry in Nigeria is going to really expand. Just give it some few time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I feel like a lot of the, for example, one of our previous speakers, um, he's been with, or I guess he created Safety Smart Africa, and his name is Oluwafemi. He talked about a lot of the reasons why he created that. Uh, Part of it is to say, here are better ways to do things, for just keeping people safe. And um, I guess it's just one of those things, the evolution, as people grow, as companies grow, as countries grow, people find out newer and better ways to do things, not just to finish the job, but also make sure that everyone is able to do so quickly, safely, happily, hopefully. Uh, you know, we just now talked about, or you just now talked about, kind of, the bigger community, but for your community, whatever that means, what do you hope to see for them?
Yeah. Uh, of my community, Moko Lagos, and I want to see representation. I want to see more women represented in tech. I want to see women taking up some roles, amazing roles, top management role, VPs, engineering manager. I want to see people excelling. I want to see more. I want to see us coming together, building a product as women and launching that product. I want to see growth at the same time. I want to see people grow personally, career wise, leadership. I really want to see. And that's what I'm working towards in Women Code now, because I want to channel my own leadership skills to other people so that they can benefit and just take some responsibility. And I really want to see women taking ownership, because I feel like that is very important. And that's the reason why the industry is like this right now, because women who are meant to take ownership of some things, they let it slide because the guy is there, they feel intimidated. I don't want that. And I want to see representation, obviously. So that's what I want to see in my own community, and even in tech community at large in Lagos and in Africa generally.
All right. Yeah, and a lot of what you're talking about, for example, when you say Nigeria, that's a geographic location. That's it's a concept. A country is a concept that we've had for thousands of years, and you're talking about essentially exporting software from Nigeria to other countries. And then it's interesting because now with Women Who Code, with the technology available, you can talk about something that isn't a country but connects beyond countries, because like you said earlier, the people you met in tech, everyone is a friend, everyone is a sister. So you're not just saying one community is Nigeria or Lagos, you're also saying here are Women Who Code, the organization, and here are women in, say, London, Mexico City, Buenos Aires, uh, places like Mongolia and Indonesia. They're part of your community as well. So you kind of have two different things going on, but in synergy with each other.
Yeah. Um, you know, I feel like, okay, when we started Lagos, we were thinking about the picture was, okay, the future of Nigeria and in tech and Lagos as a whole. Lagos is the commercial city in this country. So a lot of things are happening more in Lagos than other parts of the country. So we're looking at that. The picture I had in mind starting is, okay, let's grow the community in Lagos. But the pandemic came, and everything we are doing now is beyond Lagos.
Yeah.
I feel like, when the pandemic came, we started doing online events, and so one day I sat down and look at the people, I look at the attendees. Some are from Far Asia, some are Mexican, different part of the world. So the picture is not even now for me, it's no more Nigeria, it's the global world, it's the world at large. So me say anything I want to see in Lagos now. I'm not just to see it in Lagos, happening in Lagos. I want to see it happening in the world. If I said I want people to grow, I want all women in tech all over the world to grow. So this is now beyond Lagos, because now if you now we even have member that's not even in Lagos, like active member, they're not in Lagos, people are in Canada and they're part of Women Who Code Lagos. So it's beyond the scope of Lagos or Nigeria or Africa. It is now the scope of the whole world at large. So anything that I'm probably thinking how to do, I'm more considering that, okay, this is not only going to be happening in Nigeria or Lagos alone. Other countries are going to be benefited. So that's it.
Yeah, that's great. And of course, the stuff you're doing with Women Who Code crosses borders, it crosses time zones. Um, for participants of DATAnalyze, having you on as a speaker, really adds some more perspective. I guess the final question would be for everyone watching this, everyone participating, what do you want them to gain from this event?
Yeah, I want them to get I want them to look at me and see what what I've changed with me in the past few years in my career. I want them to look at me and say, oh yeah, she can do this and that means I can do it too. I want to be the core. I want them to give them the sense of courage and the sense of confidence that you can take up any leadership role anywhere in the world and see excel, provided you work so hard for it. And I want people to gain the fact that I'm just ordinary people, normal person that you see around doing just our own thing. It doesn't have to be oh, you're losing yourself. I hear say this one, you don't lose yourself in the code. You don't lose yourself because okay, you're in this industry now. You have to be like this. No, and that's what I'm advocating right now. So you look at me and say, because she code doesn't mean she will not do a lot of things. She will not party. She will not know. So if I can do that, I'm still can do it too. So I want people to see me and say, I'm going to conquer imposter syndrome because I feel like that's the major problem a lot of people are facing in tech. People approach you for a job and like, oh, I don't think I have that skill. Nobody have the complete skill. Like everybody Google. Like me, I used to say tell myself that I'm a professional Googler. So I don't start a project without looking at Google and say, okay, how am I getting started? So all this reality, these are just the reality you see in tech. There's no rocket science. There's nobody that knows or whatever. Nobody knows it all. So we learn constantly. We look for people that have learned, we learn from them. So I want people to benefit, to see that you behind all those fantastic products, there are some sleepless nights, there are some angry moments that you just go through. So I think
Very true.
people getting to know me, we understand that this thing happens, and if I can go, I can. If I went through it, I came out of it. So you too can do that too. So that's what I can say.
That's great. Yeah, I'm sure many of us understand the angry moment part. Uh, my code doesn't work. I don't know why. My code works. I still don't know why.
So let me give you an example of angry moment. See, angry moment is not even like my code doesn't work or my code have bugs. So if you have bug, you know that okay, there's a bug. Then you're debugging. So the angry my own experience when the code does not return any error, does not have any nothing to worry about, but it's not doing what exactly you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't even get that. Like there's no single error, no bug, no syntax error, no semantic issues. Everything was okay according to your own thing, but it's not working exactly the way you want the code to work. And that is the most angry moment. If I'm having a bug, I know okay, fine, I'm having a bug and you debug and debug and debug and you get it. But when you don't have a bug, there's nothing to even debug, nothing to edit, nothing to replace. It's so crazy. That's my own angry moment actually.
Yeah. And it's kind of like climbing a hill to see the sunrise. It's hard. You might get frustrated, you're hungry, tired, but if if you're on that journey, you chose that journey, look back and realize how far you've climbed, how much closer you are to your goal. And then when you get there and you see that sunrise, that's when you can say, wow, that was amazing. And,
Yeah.
definitely encourage everyone. Yeah, in those angry moments, it's tough, but keep in mind, why are you in that position? Because you chose to take this challenge. You want to grow and learn. You want to work towards something. And that's, something that you can enjoy with people, with friends. And from there, you can say, hey, who has been part of my journey? Whose journeys have I been a part of? So, we definitely encourage everyone to enjoy all of that. Obviously, with this event, we hope that you're making new friends, finding new teammates, learning new skills. And of course, if you want to connect with Damilola, just like with other speakers, the video description below has her contact information. We're also, extending a warm welcome to Women Who Code. Any of you who see this, any of you who want to join, we're trying to post as many resources as possible. We're here to mentor as much as possible. We're gonna have more speakers. We've had some from Nigeria. We've had some from the U.S. We've had Mariam in Canada with Bridging Borders, and obviously, we're constantly on the lookout for more speakers. So if you're interested, check the video description below. Join us on Discord, register with us, reach out to us, or talk to Damilola. We definitely would love to have all of you join the community, join this remote revolution, and basically just say to everyone, hey, come as you are. We'll help you get to where you want to be. We'll help you become who you want to be. And
Yeah.
you look at Damilola now, she used to be one of you, and you have the chance to become like her in the future. So definitely come by, check us out. Not just us like me, but also Damilola. So reach out to all of us. We all want to help you out.
Okay. Thank you so much for that.
All right, Damilola, thank you for coming on, and we would love to have you back again.
I would love to be here one more time. Thank you so much for the opportunity.